Hey guys, it's Orange. Today I wanted to explain the method that I'm using to choose which runes I put my gems and grindstones on. Currently, I have all of my runes uploaded to the Swar Farm website, and I'm sorting them by efficiency using the Barian rune efficiency formula. The number that it gives you for efficiency is just a general guideline to give you an sort of a guess, not really a guess, but it's just an approximation of what your best runes are. It's not really telling you this is literally your best rune, and I will explain that in a second. If you're interested in using this site, there are two ways you can get your runes on it, which are using the SW proxy program, or you can type them in yourself and enter them manually. So let me elaborate on the Barian rune efficiency formula. Like I said, it's very good at getting you in the general area because power-ups and the pure numbers on your runes are so important. It's important that you get strong power-ups on them. And that's exactly what it takes into consideration, just the numbers. So it's gonna get you there. It's gonna be like, hey, all these runes have good numbers on them. But you're going to have to come in and look at the stats on the rune because the formula can't tell what stats are on the rune. And then you will have pretty much the final judgment and you will be able to tell better than the formula can which rune is better if you have like two runes or whatever, or just in general. A lot of times the formula will tell you a certain rune is more efficient than another one, but that is just not the case. Like, I'm not trying to shit talk the formula or anything. I absolutely love that Barian came up with this. It's an amazing tool, and I use it heavily just to get me in that general area. It's amazing at getting you in the general area of where your best runes are. But the thing is, since it only looks at the numbers on the runes, it's gonna tell you like a rune with a bunch of resist on it. Let's say you have a rune with a bunch of resist and you have attack, crit rate, crit damage. It's gonna say that that rune is really efficient, but in reality it's not, because that's a rune for an attacker, and attack type monsters do not utilize resistance very well, so that rune is actually not very efficient at all. Unless Come To Us releases a resistance attack monster, then that rune would probably be insane. But yeah, I hope you guys understand the summary of it. So it's just a guidance tool. Next, for grindstones and gems, I've been going super ham with grindstones. I've been grinding every single rune. You guys can see I'm scrolling way down on my list of runes, and it's really hard to make a mistake with grindstones, so it's totally cool if you just go ham with them. But you can make some pretty big mistakes with gems if you don't know what you're doing with them. That's because when you pick a certain substat to gem and replace, that's the only substat in the future that you can continue to gem out. So you can't just be like, hey, I want to take that back and gem a different substat, like whatever. No, that it doesn't work that way. So you have to be careful with that. Right now, as far as gemming things, aka replacing stats out goes, I've only pretty much done the really obvious ones on runes. Like if a rune has one flat stat, let's say it's a rune for Bella, it has HP, defense, speed, and flat defense. I'm gonna gem out that flat defense, of course. There's a rune on my Beretta that I decided to gem out. I was debating between taking either the crit rate or attack off that rune, and you really have to know what every single monster in the game could want for a rune. So since I have Ritesh, there are some HP based damage dealers like Beast Monks and Rakan. Rakan I do think can utilize attack, but the rune in question kind of looked more, I wanted to leave my options open, so at the moment it's a support rune for Beretta, but in the future, like I said, I can only overwrite the current thing that I gemmed out. So I wanted to gem out that attack because I could just rewrite it as attack if I ever happened to pull a Rakan and wanted to put that gem on him, or I could just keep it as defense and put it on my Ritesh for a broken set. Also, it's important to look at what the rolls are because I gemmed out attack and my original attack was only 5%, so I think the maximum attack you can roll is 13%, which is much higher. And then I think crit rate, the max crit rate roll is like 12%, and what did I roll, like 6 or something like that? I kind of felt like attack would be better because then I could grind it again. Maybe that didn't make much sense. Maybe I was just bullshitting right there about the grinding again thing. But mainly, the main reason was just to keep that rune versatile if I wanted to use it as a broken set on a Beast Monk, or if I could use it on a Ritesh. I do think I made the right choice with gemming out that attack in that situation. Also based on the rolls too. I think I could have gotten more overall attack if I gemmed attack back on it. So that was the example. As for which gems and grindstones I'm keeping, or selling I guess we should say, so for the new runes that just came out that you can only get through crafting with those special crystals, like the fire crystal and whatnot, I don't know what they're called, the runes from the new Rift Beasts, the Tolerance set and whatnot, I've only been keeping legendary grindstones and gems from those rune types because I don't think I'll be getting those rune types anywhere anytime soon. So that's my current strategy. When I do think I will get those, I will have to start keeping more of those hero grinds and probably even the blue grinds, because what I found is blue, purple, and orange grinds sometimes give similar results based on your role. I've found a lot of times that my blue grindstones roll higher than the purple ones do, so I've just been keeping everything. I'm sure in time, eventually for some of my runes, blue grindstones just won't be enough, so I'll be selling all of those, but for now, I can use everything that I can get. So for the most part, I've been keeping all the grindstones that I see, even flat ones. Rune and Ramagos are two really big monsters that can utilize flat HP a lot, so I have been keeping those flat HP grinds, usually as long as they're on a rune like Energy or Endure or Guard or something like that. I do need to look at my runes again. I think a really important part of, being good at all of this rune stuff is you have to know your runes, so I need to definitely take a look at them, take a look at my best runes, and see if there's any weird thing that I should be looking out for, like flat HP on a fatal rune, because a lot of monsters can utilize broken sets, I'm sure you guys know, so I need to do that to, be even better at it, because I'm pretty good at it. Another tip that I would give you guys, or suggestion, I would probably just say if you're looking to get into R5 and grinding and gemming, I would just say get into it, start grinding, learn the process itself, and then whenever you feel like you need to look something up, just do it then. You don't have to prepare yourself too heavily. There are some Summoners War Wikipedia articles that I want to link to you guys. 3. One is about grindstones, the other's about gems, and the third one is about runes, because when you gem things, there are some rules that you have to follow, and also some stats don't have any grindstones, like you can't grind some stats because those grindstones don't exist in the game. Accuracy, resistance, crit rate, and crit damage grindstones don't exist, so definitely check out those Wikipedia articles if you want to find out more. And those were all of my tips for this. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I will catch you guys later.
Gems are truly outrageous.